Good evening, folks. Tonight, we begin with a gut punch to the heart of Dub Nation. The Golden State Warriors, a dynasty built on resilience, shooting brilliance, and the heart of a champion, took a 15-point loss in Game 5 against the Houston Rockets. But let's be clear, this was no ordinary 15-point loss. The scoreboard may say 121-106, but the reality? It was a blowout. Golden State trailed by 30 for most of the night. The lights were bright, but the Warriors, they just didn't show up. From the opening tip, Houston came out like a pack of wolves, aggressive, hungry, and relentless. They played like their playoff lives depended on it, because frankly, they did. The Rockets hit 57% from the field in the first half, including 9 of their first 12 from deep. They bullied the boards. They attacked every passing lane. They dared the Warriors to answer, and Golden State fell silent. Steph Curry, the heart and soul of this team, had a night to forget. He didn't register a single point until the final minutes of the second quarter. And even then, it wasn't the Steph we know. Not the two-time MVP. Not the man who built a dynasty with a flick of his wrist from 30 feet out. Steph finished with just 12 points, on 4 for 14 shooting, and went 1 of 7 from 3. It was clear something was wrong. After the game, we learned the truth. Curry's shooting hand is swollen. The same hand he's re-aggravated time and time again this season. But when asked, he gave no excuses. "It's just something you're dealing with," he said with a calm that only champions carry. No sympathy, no spotlight, just quiet pain behind confident eyes. But the Rockets knew. Oh, they knew. Houston played him physical, targeted him relentlessly. They exploited a bizarre NBA rule that allows defenders to hit a shooter's hand after the ball is released, no foul. That's right. You can smack a man's injured hand after he lets go of the shot and it's legal. Steve Kerr didn't hold back. "That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard," he said. And he's not wrong. Because now players like Dillon Brooks, yes, that Dillon Brooks, are openly admitting to targeting injuries. "If I know you're hurt," Brooks said, "I'm going after it." It's dirty. It's classless. And it's not basketball. That's what the host of our post-game segment called it, scumbag behavior and loser tactics. But let's go back to the game. The Warriors' offense never found rhythm. They turned the ball over 9 times in the first half. 9. Sloppy passes. Miscommunication. Rushed decisions. And Houston? They cashed in every time. Golden State's bench tried to spark something. Klay Thompson gave them 18 points, but it came on inefficient shooting, hitting just 6 of 17 from the floor. Draymond Green? He struggled too, fouling out early in the fourth with just 5 points and 3 assists. Steve Kerr had seen enough by the third quarter. With the game slipping away, he pulled the starters. It wasn't surrender, it was strategy. He was resting them for Game 6. Because the beauty of a playoff series is that it's not over until it's over. One bright spot. Jonathan Kuminga, who continues to grow before our eyes. The 21-year-old gave a solid effort off the bench with 16 points and 6 rebounds, attacking the rim with purpose and energy. His confidence is rising, and when the lights were dim for the vets, he at least showed some spark. But Houston's defense deserves credit. They trapped hard. They closed out even harder. They ran a devastating 2-3 zone that completely shut down Golden State's perimeter movement. Without Curry at full strength and without a second shot creator, the Warriors looked like a puzzle with missing pieces. Now let's talk about Jimmy Butler. The man is a warrior in his own right, but he too is hurting. Still battling a nagging knee injury, Butler looked visibly limited in Game 5. He finished with only 11 points on 3 of 10 shooting. He wasn't explosive. He wasn't himself. And yet, he says he's confident heading into Game 6. But confidence isn't the same as health. And that's the story of this series, folks: health, grit, and how much pain you're willing to endure to chase greatness. This is playoff basketball at its rawest. It's not just a battle of talent, it's a war of attrition. Of who wants it more. Of who's willing to bleed for it. As we look ahead to Game 6, the Warriors return home. The Chase Center will be loud. The fans? Desperate. The legacy? On the line. Because this core, Steph, Clay, Draymond, they know that windows don't stay open forever. They know that dynasties fade unless they fight to keep the flame alive. Steph Curry has had bad games before. He's missed shots before. He's been injured before. But what separates him from the rest is what happens next. Every single time you doubt him, he answers. Game 6 is his moment. The hand is hurting, yes. But his heart? Still on fire. And don't count out the rest of the squad. Kevin Looney may not have lit up the box score, but he did the dirty work, 7 rebounds, countless screens, and that unshakable grit. Gary Payton too. Still flying around on defense, still giving hustle plays that don't show up on ESPN stats but make all the difference. The Warriors aren't dead. Not even close. In fact, this is the moment they've been built for. The pressure. The stakes. The legacy. Steve Kerr is going to make adjustments. Expect more ball movement, more off-ball screens, more minutes for Kuminga. Expect Clay to come out aggressive. Expect Draymond to lead with fire. But most of all, expect Steph to remind the world who he is. Because if history has taught us anything, it's this: when Steph Curry is doubted, that's when he's most dangerous. Game 6 is not just a must-win. It's a statement game. And if Golden State wins it, if they force a Game 7, momentum flips. Suddenly, all the pressure's on Houston. Suddenly, it's not about who's healthy, it's about who's hungry. So here's the message to Dub Nation: don't quit. Not now. Not when the dynasty still breathes. Not when greatness is still wearing number 30 in blue and gold. The path ahead is steep. The odds? Not ideal. But this team has never been about the easy road. They've been about heart. About belief. About defying what the world says is impossible. Steph Curry is down, but not out. Jimmy Butler is hurting, but still fighting. Game 6 is coming. And the storm is building. When the lights shine brightest, that's when legends rise. We'll be watching. I'm Anchor Name, and this is your primetime playoff report. Stay locked in. Game 6 coverage begins this Friday, only on this channel. And remember, Warriors don't fold. They fight. And here's the key takeaway from the channel: delve into financial education to enhance your quality of life. Within the financial market, explore bonds and shares, particularly focusing on real estate investment trusts, which offer the potential for passive income. Engage with this responsibly and consider reputable investment brokerages worldwide.